Kia ora everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is a bit of an experiment. We're at Long Bay in the north of Auckland and we're doing a walk for first time in quite a while. Both Angie and I have been sick recently and we haven't been able to get out much, so we are now feeling a bit better and we're going to go do the Long Bay Coastal Track. It's a very short, easy little urban hike, one of the regional parks here in Auckland, but we're going to try this just as a way to get ourselves back into walking, get ourselves back into the outdoors, so we thought we'd take you along for the ride. So we are coming up through some beautiful native forest, bit of Nico, which those who've watched my very early vlogs will know I love a bit of Nico, and it's a bit of a climb. We get up on top of the cliffs north of the park and then we follow that along. This bit of walk is actually a section of Te Araroa. So this is how you come into the Auckland region. And, well, actually that's not true. It's how you come into the Auckland metropolitan area. Cross an estuary. I got very flooded with water. And then you come down through Long Bay. So it's a very familiar spot, and it's nice and quiet because it's winter, so there's not too many people about. It's great.
Oh, I just nailed myself on that.
So where are we going today? You don't know?
I'm lost already.
You're lost? Okay.
Oh, where? We're going this way.
Okay, lead the way. So this is just a wee little test of this microphone setup because my microphone's here inside my shirt. It's got no wind protection on it whatsoever, so I'm just seeing whether that works. It's quite windy right now. I don't know whether the shirt alone will block that wind noise or if I need to put the wind muff on it. So this is a little test of that. Apologies if it's very noisy wind noise, but yeah, this is how we find this stuff out. You've got to go out in the elements and shoot something. So this is kind of my process, I guess. If I get a new bit of kit, is you go out and you shoot it. You do a terrible job because you're still learning how to use the equipment. But then you get home and look at the footage and work out where you've gone wrong. Fine tune your settings, all that kind of stuff. So I have a new camera. Some of you may have spotted that from the fact that the autofocus is actually reliable. So I have a new camera and I have a new wireless microphone set. So I'm testing and trialing and setting up both of these things at the same time. And I haven't been out doing photographs or video for quite a while. So it's a bit of a challenge, but I thought I'd bring you along for the ride so you can actually see what's involved. So we come down to the beach and I've found quite a cool little shot that I really like which is this grouping of trees behind me, this kind of crazy dried out driftwood that's washed up. I can't video myself taking the photo for you because I only have one camera. So I'll talk you through the shot and then I can do some recording through the camera to show you what my frame is. But basically, so you've got all this foreground tree stuff, and then in the background you've got the cliffs going away, and you may be able to see about here this huge Pohutukawa tree up on the cliffs. And so I'm framing that in between these arches of this this dead tree. And I've got nice leading lines coming through from the left and right foreground, and I think it makes quite a cool composition. So I'll show you the shot as I'm lining it up through the camera, and then afterwards I'll show you the shot so you can see what I'm aiming for. But so this is the first sort of shot I lined up here, and you can see you've got these foreground leading lines coming through, and the what I'm trying to do is create this window here to frame the Pohutukawa in the background. So I took this shot first, but then I actually decided I'd go try a portrait because there's a lot of dead space out here and out here that's not particularly interesting. You do have a rangitoto in the back corner there, but it's very small in frame, and he's actually quite close to the edge anyway, so I'll switch to a vertical and you can see what that looks like. Okay, so this is my vertical composition, and I just feel like this is a much stronger frame. So particularly this leading line in the left and right are much stronger because they're coming right from the corners of the frame, and they lead through to this foreground element, which is quite interesting. And then you've got this nice window here with the Pohutukawa, and you've still got rangitoto on the edge of frame there. So I think this is a much better composition. We've arrived down in Pohutukawa Bay. It's actually a nudist beach, but given that it's the middle of winter, not many nudists around. And yeah, we're just having a wander around. It's quite a moody day. It was sunny, but there's now some quite heavy cloud coming in. There's a front coming through this evening. And yeah, it's this beautiful soft light as a result, so it's actually looking quite nice. Some interesting patterns in the sand where the stream flows across the beach, so I might look for some kind of interesting abstract shot that I could take with these cool patterns. So I'm thinking some sort of composition like this, just something low and close with my focus on this foreground, quite shallow depth of field, so that I can have it disappear into an out of focus area in the background. Yeah, don't know, but let's take this shot and we'll see what we think. Well, it started raining a bit, so we put the raincoats on, and I have switched to the 12 to 60 lens. Not as good for vlogging because I don't get as wide an angle, but it seems to be okay. I've got the camera on the tripod, so I can get a bit further away from myself, but the zoom gives me the flexibility with shots, so it's particularly good if I want to get some cutaways and B-roll, and it's especially good for the photography. So I'm constantly switching between videoing for this vlog and stills mode to take photographs, and yeah, it's a bit of a pain as it stands because the vlog lens I was using is a 9mm prime, which is very wide angle, and I don't really want to take many photos with the 9mm wide angle, so 12 to 60 is a better lens for the stills. So if I can make that work for the vlogging, which seems to be working, then it's better all up. Starting to rain a bit now, so getting to test the weatherproofing on the camera. Not that I'm too worried about that. I've had a lot of Lumix cameras and I have absolutely thrashed them in the environment, and they've all survived. I'm getting hungry.
Yeah.
We should stop soon for some food, eh?
Well, there's a lot of salad right there.
I'm not really keen on salad.
Salad all the time. You love salad.
I do actually love salad.
You always
Although-
ask me if extra lettuce.
It's true. No, that's true. When we have dinner with salad, I usually fill half my bowl with lettuce.
Because you're funny.
But we have peanut slabs today, and that's what I want. I'm hungry for peanut slab, not lettuce.
I'm hungry for a pie or something.
Oh yeah, I could go a pie. I could go a delicious pie. I'm a steak and cheese man. Although I do like a nacho pie, which
If you haven't tried it, you should try it. It's delicious.
yeah, nacho pie's good. It's well, quite obvious. It's mince, chili beans, salsa, sour cream, cheese in a pie. So I am reviewing footage as I go as best I can, just on the back of the camera. I'm particularly curious about the audio. Yeah, it's a bit hit and miss. So I'm hearing there is a little bit of wind noise, it sounds like. I won't know for sure till I get home on the camera, but on the computer, I should say. But it does sound like there's a little bit of wind noise is kind of audible, even when it's under the top. But now that I've put this jacket on, it just stopped recording randomly. I didn't touch anything on the camera and it just stopped. There's a lot of audio noise from the raincoat, I've noticed, so we'll have to investigate ways to mitigate that, I think. It's just nice to be out, right?
Looks like someone's just put like a random stick there. It's not like a proper pole.
Stopping here for a break. So we're at the end of the walk, so might call it a day here. I don't want to shoot too much because, well, A, I'm going to run out of cards, but B, I'm not sure how good this footage will be anyway, and the sound quality, because it's a bit of an experiment. So yeah, thanks for coming along on this little quick vid. We'll have a look at the results and fine tune and try improve things, but I'm just very excited to be back making some videos again, so I will try to make many more. Thank you. Make sure you get outside, enjoy the outdoors, and we'll see you soon. Any parting knowledge from you? Any parting wisdom?
Can we have a peanut slabs now?
That's a very wise, insightful offering. Peanut slab time. Thanks everyone. See you next time.